a Seattle TV station just did something really amazing for some of its viewers. Now, it's being reported in Poynter that the TV station, it's a Seattle TV station, KIRO, bought $1 million worth of medical debt and forgave it for people in its coverage area. Now, they spent about $12,000 for $1 million worth of medical debt and forgave it for about 1,000 viewers. So this is great. Now, the move comes after KIRO's Jesse Jones reported about a woman who had cancer and was struggling to pay her medical bills. She needed treatment to survive, but was unable to afford that treatment. Now, they did that story, and of course, it's an absolutely heartbreaking story. We shouldn't be doing these things in America. It's barbaric how we treat people who are sick and can't afford medication. Amazing, right? Now, the way that this worked is that they bought, as I said, they bought this debt that was sold to a collection agency. Now, that debt is sold for about 1 cent on each dollar. So you can buy up large amounts of debt and forgive it for actually a small amount of money. And of course, that's how debt collectors also screw you, because they buy the debt for a very low price. And then they say, here, you can give me, say you owe $20,000, give me $15,000. Well, they still made a huge amount of profit off that, off buying off your debt. Now, I happen to think that nobody should have medical debt in the first place, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now, the station apparently worked with a charity called RIP Medical Debt, which locates, buys, and forgives medical debt across America. Now, Jones told Poynter that he is a cancer survivor himself. Now, he said, quote, I do well in my job, and I've been on payment plans to pay my medical bills. When you have $200,000 in medical bills, even with insurance, you're in the hook for some of that. He said, I started thinking about my story and the stories of the people I see at the cancer center who I talk to every day. I said, let's talk about the people who have issues, big issues, with the bills that have forced them into bankruptcy, forcing them to make choices about whether to get treatment. Now, again, here we have a system where people look in their wallet, they look in their bank accounts, and they go, oh my God, I've got this terrible disease that's literally killing me, but can I actually afford to get treatment? How is that even a choice? But unfortunately, we live in a country where people literally can't afford to get sick. In no other country does anybody with cancer have to struggle to pay off bills. Look, having cancer is hard enough, okay? I have family that have survived cancer, and luckily, they actually had great insurance and actually could afford it. But not everybody's so lucky. That person who had cancer, by the way, they should be focused on recovering and getting back to life, not worrying about paying off their debt. Horrific, right? But like I said, this station did do a wonderful thing, but that's not necessarily the takeaway that I want to have from this. Because really, stuff like this, which is the best of intentions and is wonderful from people who actually, get together and do this, but it really points out the massive failure in our own system and the fact that we fail all the time at taking care of our own people. So what do we do about it? Medicare. Just open it up already. We've got to change the system. In no other country in the world do we do this to our own people. This is a sick system. Ironic, right? And we want change. We want real change. We can no longer abide by this for-profit system that sucks people dry just for being sick. Healthcare is a human right. Let's get on with the rest of the developed world and have Medicare for all. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.